Namaste everyone. Running mind, thoughts not coming under control, racing mind. These are one of the common symptoms that I get to hear from my therapy clients during sessions or during workshops. Well, today I will teach you two highly effective techniques which can help your thoughts slow down a bit, and not just that, which can help you improve your mental health. Yes, there's something that you can consciously do with very little efforts which can have an amazing benefit on your mental health. Because controlling our mind, being able to subside the negative thoughts, generating more positive thoughts is one of the biggest challenges the human being faces in his life. So, let's understand how easily we can do this. Method number one. When you have a lot of thoughts, give time to yourself, sit down. So the minute you close your eyes, you'll notice a lot of thoughts are running, like I have to cook, I have to put petrol to my vehicle, I have to go pick up my child, there is meeting, what do I do, blah blah blah. So when you know that there are so many thoughts coming like flashes one after the other, pause and choose to focus on the gap between the thoughts. How do we do that? Now let's say you have two thoughts coming very fast into your mind, and then you consciously say, wait, I just had two thoughts. One is I have to cook, the second one is about the petrol, the car and everything. So, and then after a while, you stop thinking about what thought was coming up and you focus on the gap that exists. How do we do that? You can in fact pause this video and try it for a while. Close your eyes and see, even for a very little time, for a split second, become one with that gap, because no matter how fast the thoughts are running, there is indeed a gap. So just try to put your attention there. Eventually you'll notice, in fact within few minutes, that the gap starts increasing. You have a thought and then after a lot of time there's another thought. And you become one with that gap. You enjoy that peace, that blank mindset. And then after a while, maybe after a couple of days of training, you will see that you will tell your mind, I don't want any thoughts now, I want to meditate. And then you see that blank, clean slate like space in your mind. And you start enjoying the meditation that you're focusing on. It could be putting your focus on your breath, or maybe some nature meditation or whatever, or maybe on a thought or affirmation or whatever. I know initially it's difficult because to catch that thought is very difficult, but dear ones, it is definitely possible if you take charge. So, how does this help? Practice this for a few days and then you'll notice that whenever you want to turn off and on the racing mind, you will see a magical shift. There's a better control in your mind. You tell your mind, wait, don't put me in that anxious state. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm safe. I'll do this. All the other bundle of thoughts will pause for you to give the next command, because you are taking better charge of this. Isn't it amazing? Now the second most effective technique is awareful living. How do we do that? You'll have to practice it, like consciously do it, like a skit. Nothing is going to happen overnight or without you training it. Please understand that. No other therapist or magician is going to turn on and off some button for you, even if they are a Yesh practitioner. Unless you put your involvement, it's not going to happen. So you being too lazy to do something about it and wanting magical shifts, maybe like a placebo effect, meeting somebody, it might help, but not in the long run. So there's no shortcut to this effort and hard work. Okay, don't forget that. So how do we do that? How do we bring that into life? Now let's say you're cooking and you have a lot of cross thoughts, as in you have parallel thoughts running. Oh, it's already 12 o'clock, I have a meeting, I have to prepare a PPT, I have to water my plants. So you're not really cooking. Or maybe you had a fight in the morning with your husband, you're constantly nagging and grumbling about it. How could he say that to me? Every time he's doing that, next time I'm not going to accept it, blah blah blah. You're not really cooking, you're not really indulging, you have a parallel reality running in your mind. So you tell your mind, take charge. For next 1 week, I'm going to experience conscious awareful living. So how do you do that? You tell boss, I'm not going to give importance to anything else that's coming in the background apart from what I'm doing now in the present moment. no matter how important it seems to the mind. So I'm cooking, that's it. There's nothing beyond that. I am cooking. I'm enjoying the whole process. The rest of the things I'll give time later. I'll sit down for that contemplation later. The fight that happened or maybe something else. But now I'm cooking and that's it. There ends the story. And then you go gardening. So many other things start surfacing in your mind, right? And then you tell your mind, no, I'm going to feel the leaves. Take the fragrance of the flower. Look at all the beautiful other things in my garden. Listen to the chirping of the birds. And see what pruning has to be done just there. Connect with the essence of the plant. And I don't care for what else is happening. Imagine this space. How beautiful it can be, isn't it? And then you're not denying what was otherwise important. You're just telling your mind, I will give time for that also. For now, you keep quiet. Now, how does this help? For 1 week, only for 1 week, you do this. Next time, your indulgence in another activity that you're doing, maybe homework, project or sketching or meeting, the way you talk, the way you're conversing, you're convincing somebody, everything will start having better power on you. Can you imagine this? Yes, it is going to be a reality, but only if you practice awareful living for a week, at least for a week. Everything that you do will have better power because the whole energy is on that. And you'll see how magically things start working in your favor as well. I've told this a lot of times in my previous videos also, that doing something and not giving importance to something else can make magical shifts. So these two methods are life saviors for people who have running mind, thoughts running like a bullet train, feeling restless, anxious. I hope you like these two practices. Let me know how you felt about it, and if you have any doubts, feel free to post them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again in the next episode with another useful tip on drugless therapy. Until then, take care of yourself. Namaste.